This is your dose of daily magic. Bring.
Hello, I'm Colleen McCann, your love and magic mentor, perhaps, and this is your daily dose of magic. Today, I'm going to talk about a woman I just worked with. Well, I've been working with her for a while, and she came to me as an energy healing client. And I asked her if she wanted to be my kind of test mentee as far as me starting my love and magic mentor courses. And yeah, and so it's so interesting to work with her and learn what she really needs, because me, where I'm at with my magic, I just want to give you all of it. But she's really helping me to get clear on, yeah, she thinks she was doing it imperfectly. No, it's perfect, because she's showing me like what I need to be more specific about in my mentoring, and eventually leading up to all the juicy information I want to share. But it's about creating a foundation first. And one of the things she was so concerned about, well, she mentioned casually that, well, she can't really use her pendulum. It's not really doing what she wants it to do. And she's having trouble, like muscle testing isn't working for her. So she has to find some other thing that maybe will work for her. And I heard that and I got all excited, because I see that over and over again with people. It's like they try to use a pendulum and then they tell me, oh, it just doesn't work for me, or I can't make it work. And then that's where it stops. And what I have to offer you today, just to consider that if this has been your experience, you're missing the exploration possibility. Because if you're interested in doing energy work at all, you need to get good at considering the exploration opportunities that are all around us. And every answer you get, or non-answer, if your pendulum won't move, those are all clues. So if you're trying to use your pendulum and you're just kind of getting wonky, not consistent answers, that's a clue, if you know what you're looking for. And that's part of my gift in my energy work. I'm not trying to train you to be a clone of me. I want to teach you how to think and consider exploring ways to create energetic openings for healing and expansion. And what's the technical way to say it? Oh, yeah, then watch your whole fucking life change for the better, especially as a sensitive person. If you know what you're looking for and you explore it energetically and you get good at using a pendulum, so much less fear, so much less fear, despite whatever is happening in the world. And just a reminder, if you're getting really triggered by what's happening in the world, well, it's legit. It's legit to see what's happening and go, wow, I very much don't agree with that. But the distinction is, are you being triggered and being knocked out of your orbit, and all you can focus on is all the horrible things happening, and how, oh, it's hurting all these people. Well, I'm going to give you a tip. The magic in that, in the trigger, is acknowledging, perhaps some old energy in me is getting triggered, even though you know in every fiber of your being that it's because of that thing or that new, well, I don't need to tell you, you live here. Yeah, so when you get good at like, ooh, I feel like nothing can ever be okay again. I feel unsafe as a woman, or a person of color, or as a friend told me yesterday, she's so worried for her students that are freaking out that ICE is going to show up in their classroom. So there is legit shit to be concerned about, but our point of power is ourselves and what is being triggered in us. So if we're walking around like, oh, the world is horrible, you're not creating anything better for the world. When you look at your own stuff, I'll get out mine, get out your pendulum and start asking, is there some old energy in me that is really being brought back to life and saying, hey, I'm unhealed, so I'm really in your face right now, and thank you to whoever might be Orange and or his little friend. Ugh. Anyway, whatever you're seeing in the world that's triggering you, yeah, it's a shitty thing that's happening, but really what really matters is what is it bringing up in you? And that's the only thing you really have any control over. So when you clean up your triggers and then start feeling like yourself again, you can still be outraged. But at least you're coming from a point of power. You're not just being a walking trigger and then looking for trouble and finding other people that agree with you and just adding fuel to your fire. That's not powerful. That's not empowering. Clean up your triggers and then go do what you can do from a point of power and groundedness to shift shit that's happening. Anyway, I didn't expect to talk that long. And thank you to my client today. What I meant to tell you about is if you find that, my pendulum doesn't work, so I'm just going to not do it. Man, getting good at using a pendulum and then how you formulate your questions and your inquiry and your exploration into your own personal magic. Yeah, don't give up on a pendulum just because it hasn't worked for you. There's reasons behind that. And it might be you have so much persecution energy in you that you're not aware of from this lifetime, past lifetimes, from you being magic, and you said, nope, never again. If you don't know that exists and you just can't use your pendulum, you might just leave it at that. But man, you would be selling yourself short. So if need be, make a session. You can make a session with me. In case you want to. And since I'm doing this on StreamYard, I have more control. So energyhealingwithcolleen.com, that's my website. And send me a message if you want to set up a chat and see if we're a fit or what I get for maybe what your next step might be. I would love to talk to you. I'd love to connect with you. And if nothing else, just consider if you're finding yourself blocked from getting yes and no answers, no matter how you do it, that's information to be explored. Just saying. Anyway, and since we're here and I can do whatever I want, I'm going to share this with you because I call it my credo. I mentioned it yesterday and I might mention it every single time because adopting this mindset, this belief, now it feels like just a knowing, adopting this and adding energy work to clean up the triggers has changed my whole life. So I'm going to share it with you again. The universe is in a conspiracy for our happiness. The universe always has our backs. Therefore, if it's happening to us and we're really feeling it, it's happening for us on some level. So inquiry is, what is the universe bringing to my attention for my highest growth, healing, and happiness? And that's where you can get out your pendulum, start asking questions. I teach you how to do that. I'm working on creating courses and a mentorship program. You want to change your life, learn to think of things a little differently, and benefit from the mentoring I'm receiving right now. I'm receiving some hardcore mentoring about changing our thoughts and therefore changing our realities. Mix that with energy work. I'll just leave it at that. Thank you so much for showing up. I love you. I appreciate you. And I hope this gives you hope, especially if you're one of the gazillion people, especially women and people of color. Like, I know you're feeling it right now. So just know that there is hope. There are other ways to handle this shit. Let me help you how. Let me help you learn how. Phew, I can talk, I swear. Anyway, have a beautiful day.